Welcome, Alchemedians, to another version of the Alchemediagames. I did say this one was going to be a live, but I didn't realize how lives work. I didn't know how to share your screen, my screen when like I'm going live. I only know how to do that in a regular video, so we're just going to do one long video. And when I mean long video, this one's going to be a really long one, because usually each Alchemediagames takes about 30 or an hour to make, just from editing. So, we are not doing just one. We are not doing two, but 4 Alchemediagames. 4 Alchemediagames with the people who died from previous Alchemediagames. Yes. And then, at the end of it all, next month we are going to do an Alchemediagames to decide who will live on from these Alchemediagames. And then, the final Alchemediagames of 2025 will be announced. And it will be sad. But we thank you for joining our Alchemediagames survivorhood of just everything. I enjoyed making this from day one of doing the Alchemediagames. A lot has changed in the year. A lot has changed. A lot more changes are probably going to be happening through 2026. We're excited to experience those changes with you. So hit that like button, hit subscribe, and share with your friends. The many, many friends you have. You are all so amazing for getting us this big in the first place. So, we cannot thank you enough. Let's get started. I got a piece of paper right here for each team. For each team that's going to be part of this, I'm going to make a vote on who I think would win. And of course, the top 8 people that are going to be in each Alchemediagames are going to the 5th round. So, I don't see... Oh, I also got some tea, because this is going to be in a long Alchemediagames. Let's get started, shall we? Also, no edits. This one's going to be completely free. Alright. So, also my phone might be tipping. So, if you see it tipping or falling all over the place, that's why. The first team is the outcast team. The team that is full of outcasts that weren't invited to a bunch of stuff and just felt the need to try to be a part of something by being an outcast. Like Vox from Has Been Hotel. And Has Been Hotel Season 2, which just came out, which was basically all about Vox. And it was alright. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just... I'll tell you... I mean, Vox being the villain in it was a very good move, because honestly, in Season 1, he always felt like the boring person. So, for him to be so big in Season 2, I really respect. Then, we have Zelda. Let me move the camera for you. We have Zelda, which is coming out with a movie in 2027, which already has pictures out for The Legend of Zelda, and looks pretty good. I can't say that much for sure, but we'll see in more trailers and stuff to come. Then we have Madam Web, Post Malone, which I still love his country album to bits. Lucy from Fallout, which is coming out with another season in December, which I am really excited about. And then there's Nick, which he's doing fine. Then there's Garfield. Maui, who's getting the live action treatment next year, and I'm excited about, because we get to finally see Dwayne Johnson as Maui next year. I'm so hyped to see that. Norm, Suicide Squad, Beetlejuice, Queso, Lucifer, who I believe is one of the worst things about Hazbin Hotel Season 2. They really depowered Lucifer, which he's the king of the underworld. And there are a bunch of people who already have powers in the underworld. But Lucifer is powerless. Tell me how that makes sense. I get he's trapped, but so is everybody else. So why do they have powers and Lucifer doesn't? Then we have Husk, one of my favorite people from Hazbin Hotel in general, because of his voice actor. His voice actor is phenomenal. So who do I think will win from the Outcast? I'm going to choose Husk. Husk is one of my favorite people from Hazbin Hotel in general. So he's going to get my vote on that. Then, in the power team, we have Bluey, a very powerful dog that really roams throughout this year. Then we have Anxiety, which is powerful to some people, not to me. Roland from Fallout, Justice League, Craven the Hunter, Odie, Alex, because I'm a powerful person, even though I'm probably the weakest person you've ever met, but I am creatively powerful to even create the Alchemediagames. Joy, very powerful. Charlie and Vaggie from Hazbin Hotel, which again, they really depowered Charlie for like not making her that powerful, even though in the first one they kind of allude to her being more powerful than we thought. And Vaggie was actually one of the better parts of season 2 because she was just really joyful and really happy, and gotta respect that. Then we have Po from Kung Fu Panda, Anger, Usher, and of course, the most powerful team of all, the Alchemedians themselves. And you know what? Because we're so powerful, I'm gonna put us as someone I vote for because of how powerful you guys made us get to warrant as many subscribers we have right now. We appreciate all of you. We love all of you. Share with your friends. They will be enhanced by a tonfold by watching our videos. And you know what? You know how? Because they are awesome in general. They don't even need to watch our videos. But you know what? They did. And because they heard this, or the friend that heard this shared this with their friend, or just shared this advice with their friend, you are spectacular in every way and sound, and you make this person's day by being here. You make everyone's day by being yourself and alive in every single moment. And we love you for every single thing you do. Then we have Team Enthusiasm, people with a lot of enthusiasm, like Adam the God from Season 1, technically also Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel, which has one of the best songs in Hazbin Hotel Season 2, Gravity. And to explain that song, it's popular, and you know what? It's popular for a reason. It's really good. Then we have Alex Brightman. Of course, you can't have Adam the God without Alex Brightman. Tiny Tina. SpongeBob. Meh. That was awful. The Ghoul. Also, more SpongeBob content coming your way when we get to Season 4 of the ranking list. The Ghoul, which I'm excited how he's going to be in Fallout Season 2. Matt Pat, which I heard something about, is still continuing with Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'm hyped to see in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Lilith from Borderlands. Scrappy Doo. Fear. Backstreet Boys, alright. Colossus. Captain America. Kitty Pryde. And Mr. Incredible. Who do I think will win out of these people? I think MatPat would, because I feel like throughout like his time quitting and his time like this year, I feel like he blew up this year, and not even from his YouTube channel. It's just in general. I feel like he went out and did a bunch of stuff that just made his life more grand. Even though like him being on YouTube is a grand thing, he did more like for his life that he really wanted to, and I appreciate that. So MatPat is going up there as a vote to win. Then we have children and superheroes. We have Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, which is my second favorite superhero, Invisible Woman, you can't see her, Billy Kaplan, Iron Fist, Groot, Dr. Manhattan, Rogue, Blade, Winter Soldier, which had a fantastic movie this year called Thunderbolts. It was an awesome movie, and I watch it again and again, no matter what. This is a really good movie. She-Hulk, Doctor Strange, Professor X, and also with a fantastic movie, Mr. Fantastic, which is no surprise that it's a fantastic movie with a person named Mr. Fantastic in it. Then we have Kills in a Second. Just making sure we're still recording here. I'm gonna get a drink right now, because why not? Stay hydrated, folks. Kills in a Second. So if you like turn your neck slightly to the left, they'll probably kill you. Like, there's nothing stopping them from killing you, because they'll kill you in a second, like Quicksilver. Rocket Raccoon, which is very popular in a game called Marvel Rivals. Adam Warlock, Deadpool, Iron Man, Yondu, Wolverine, Mystique, Daredevil, Loki, Black Panther, Cyclops, Hulk, and Cable. A lot of X-Men. A lot of X-Men in this group. And also just a lot of random Marvel characters. But who do I think would win in this group? I just listened to the Greatest Showman Reimagined CD like yesterday. So, of course, by that standard, I'm picking Wolverine to win in this one. And then the next one is called Might Kill Each Other, because this is a whole group that might die just because they, like, their own team probably doesn't like them. Or just, it'll be easy for each other to kill them. Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, Howard the Duck. Miss Marvel and Howard the Duck, by the way, got awesome shows that really hit hard. Like, based on the same animation. Go watch What If Season 3 if you haven't already. And go watch Marvel Zombies if you haven't already. Great shows. Amazing shows. And it really shows. You should watch it. It's amazing. Domino, Star-Lord, Human Torch, Luna Snow, which is also a big part of Marvel Rivals, Squirrel Girl, again, Marvel Rivals, William Dafoe, which you could also replace for Green Goblin, because Marvel, Scar, Freddie Mercury, Melody, who is somebody I imagined to be like what I thought of as the perfect girl. Notice I said thought. Not for any bad reason or anything, just in a previous context. Sid the Sloth and Adult Simba. Adult Simba might eat Sid the Sloth, that's all I'm saying. And Scar might eat Freddie Mercury. Then in the... Oh, yeah. Who do I think will win in this one? I think You know what? I was gonna choose Melody, but Miss Marvel has had like a brilliant like upbringing in Marvel in general for just being like the underappreciated one that is stronger than you think. So I'm gonna go with Miss Marvel. Then we have true animals. Most of these are animals. Like Slacking, my favorite Pokemon of all time. Capybara, who I was described by my uncle as an animal that acts just like me, and they're like one of the most peaceful animals of all time. Hamilton, because Hamilton. Schmeagle, because I can do the Schmeagle impression, and it is better than I thought. No, no, no. Don't get a big head about it. Gordon doesn't think you have a big head. No, you have a big head. And also, I watched Lord of the Rings this year, and really, really loved it. I see why it's so appreciated. Alexis, the girl version of myself. Guard, what I was for musical for Wizard of Oz. Gemini, my star sign. Goku. Will Smith, because he's also a Gemini, and also Gemini Man. Koala. Waldo. Guys, I found him. He's right there. He's in this Alchemediagames. Lloyd from Lego Ninjago. Absorber. And Kevin, somebody who I was nicknamed as in high school. Who do I think will win? I think Goku, because he doesn't fit in any part of this team, but it's just funny to have Goku in the middle of that team. Okay, in the 7th team, we have the legends themselves. We have Yuma, part of a game that I have not played yet, but I will one day. I need to get through all the games that I played in a previous Switch, but now have a Switch 2, and need to replay most of the games. Demi Lovato, just amazing singer, with amazing voice, with amazing rock album. Johnny Depp, Michigan J. Frog, Loverboy, just like my name for my songs, which if you have not heard yet, I will be putting a link down in the description for that channel, so please go listen to my music. I like to think I'm a great singer, and you know what, some people might find it annoying. I love my singing voice, and I've always loved just hearing it through, and my lyrics that come out, I just love. Airbender, Happy Feet, Wombo Combo, Mr. Peabody, Buddy the Elf, Stutz. That one's easier to do than Smuggle because it's not as powerful. But Stutz is still powerful. Powerful on the heart. Morgan Freeman. Bumblebee. Super Alex, which is a superhero I called myself as a kid. And Waluigi, #1. Who do I think will win in this one? Well, I will say Loverboy, because I have so much faith in Alchemedia. I also have faith in all the channel I just regularly sing on. And hope you guys will check it out if you can, because I'm really proud of the stuff I put out. Even with Alchemedia, no matter what I make, I feel proud of what I put out. Next team's called Read from the Best. Most of them from books or from like other things that come from books. Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove. Mr. Rogers. Young Link. Naruto from the manga. and the anime, but this is from books. Pooh the Bear, Cat in the Hat, Matilda, which is still my least favorite musical, Shakespeare, Juliet, Black Bear, Orpheus, which I have more hype for because I'm playing a game called Hades, which came out with a new game called Hades 2. I'm excited to play, but Hades right now I'm still on. I want to finish that before I get to Hades 2. I'm loving Hades, so I'm excited to get through it and just have fun with it because that's what I'm doing right now with Hades. And Orpheus is a thing you can level up with because, like, if you unlock them, you get to cross him off the list. It's pretty funny. And honestly, pretty charming, too, that they put him in the game. Beauty No Money, which actually I found out more about this year. Oliver, and Ren from Footloose. Who I think will win in this? I think Black Bear is going to win. Because I love Black Bear and his music so much that I believe he will win. Also, there are going to be some voice cracks in here that I'm just going to be spewing out because that's just me. Then we have strong singers. Usnavi from In the Heights, Jelly Roll, Clyde, Zac Efron, Jack Black, Glinda, Annie, Bonnie, the Heathers, Veronica, Boy with Uke, AJR, which came out with another album. Well, actually, Boy with Uke and AJR came out with another album. Boy with Uke kind of released his album like off the fact that it's like extras that he made before, but things happened. AJR, and then he still released the album, and it was pretty good. AJR made their EP, which had a fantastic song called I forget what it's called, but you'll know if you look up the AJR name. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda and Xia, or Caesar. Who do I think will win? Boy with Uke. Also, it's funny that Bonnie and Clyde are in the same group together. So, their team will flourish stronger than ever. I still think Boy with Uke is going to win with this because Boy with Uke is awesome. Okay, then we have Benny with costumes. Which is a bunch of people that will dress in costumes with Benny. We have G Swirl, Christine from Any Musical Ever, Evan Hansen, which is from my favorite musical, Dear Evan Hansen, still my favorite musical, Ethan Slater from Wicked, and also the SpongeBob musical, but just primarily noted for Wicked. And I just watched Wicked for good, and it was, yeah. Honestly, Ethan Slater, I love Ethan Slater. The way they did him was kind of dirty. It wasn't even his fault. I just think, like, it was, like, the way they made him. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just, you'll see once you get to the movie. Sweeney Todd, Phantom, from Phantom of the Opera, great musical. Josh Gad, which is the king of Africa. Benny, which is part of Benny with costumes. Elton John, Cats, Dreamgirls, The Lonely Island, King George, and Queen. Now, by the title of this team, I can't help but pick Benny for this. Also, Benny is a dope person, and I love Benny. And he's one of my favorite characters in the Heights. Then we have OG fighters. People who are just goated in general, and probably like the most original of a fighter you could ever think of. Like Preston. Uh, Preston, not Preston Plays. Like, Preston is a guy that is one of my true friends that really fought for me when I needed him most, and I appreciate him. Thomas Jefferson fought with Hamilton, of course. Aaron Burr also fought with Hamilton, so the fact that Aaron, and it's funny because Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr went against each other, so they would be the OG fighters against themselves. And then there's Genie, who fought against Jafar, Tails, who'd fight against Dr. Eggman, Doom Guy, who'd fight against the aliens, Henry Stickman, who'd fight against a lot of different things depending on which story, Basic Fortnite Skin, who just fight, Knuckles, who fought with Sonic but also fights with Eggman, Funky Kong, fight Mario, I guess, Pauline, who would help fight with Donkey Kong in his new game, Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I have yet to play, but I'm excited to play. Spyro, who'd fight that one guy, that bald kid in Chaos. Skull Kid, who'd help fight with. Well, he wouldn't really help fight with. He'd fight with Link, and then Chun-Li, who would be in a fighting game. I think the winner of this one, since Pauline was a big part of this year for being in Donkey Kong Bonanza in general, I'm gonna say Pauline. Four, five, six. I'm just making sure I got everybody, because I only got 11 people signed up for this. This is why I'm checking. I think I forgot about children with superheroes. So who would I pick out of these people? I'd say, Spider-Man, because he's Spider-Man. All right, we have our 12 people who I will pay attention to, and you know what? Even when I get to the part where like people are honestly, nah, I won't do that. But I will do. Okay, so I'll keep the rules simple. First day, I'm gonna say everything. Once the days go on, I'm only gonna reveal the deaths, so it's not gonna be like as long as like as long as tomorrow. I'm excited to do this with you guys. This is going to be awesome. Are you ready, Alchemedians? For the first Alchemediagames of this video. I'm so ready, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Alright. Let's get on with it. Proceed. As the tributes stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Usher shoots an arrow at Joy, but misses and kills Hamilton instead. And Usher completely was too happy to be in this and immediately kills Hamilton. I bet Usher feels like Aaron Burr at this moment. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Beetlejuice runs away from the cornucopia. Spider-Man runs away from the cornucopia. Nick runs away from the cornucopia. Bumblebee throws a knife into Anger's head. I mean, it's not hard for Bumblebee to do that because, I mean, he is a transformer. I guess Bumblebee was just tired of his own anger. Blade finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver, but he has a sword. Absorber runs away from the cornucopia. Spyro snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag, which is weird because he's a dragon and he's just grabbing it with his paws. Mr. Rogers runs away from the cornucopia. Human Torch runs away from the cornucopia. Queso runs away from the cornucopia, if he can. Craven the Hunter runs away from the cornucopia. Juliet takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Lin-Manuel Miranda runs away from the cornucopia because Hamilton got killed and he couldn't live with it anymore. Scar, Daredevil, and Winter Soldier start fighting, but Daredevil runs away as Scar kills Winter Soldier. Do not mess with a lion. They will kill. Fear runs away from the cornucopia out of fear. Aaron Burr and Usnavi fight for a bag. Aaron Burr gives up and retreats, as he does, even though Hamilton's gone, so he has no reason to be scared, even though he's Aaron Burr. Tails flies away from the cornucopia. The Heathers rips a mace out of Pauline's hands. They would, just because. Alexis runs away from the cornucopia. Scarlet Witch runs away from the cornucopia. Cats retrieve a trident from inside the cornucopia because humans were giving the cats tridents for some reason. Buddy the Elf runs away from the cornucopia. Thomas Jefferson runs away from the cornucopia. Waluigi retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Good job, Waluigi. Doing us proud. Sweeney Todd, Zac Efron, and Stitch work together to get as many supplies as possible. Cat in the Hat takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. He took a sickle because he was stuck in a pickle. Kevin runs away from the cornucopia. Odie runs away with a lighter and some rope, as he would because he is a good boy. Shia and Invisible Woman fight for a bag. Invisible Woman gives up and retreats because Caesar wasn't gonna give up without a fight. Alchemedia runs away from the cornucopia. Let's go, guys. We're getting it. Shakespeare takes a spear from inside the cornucopia, and he shook it as hard as he could. Young Link runs into the cornucopia and hides. Juice WRLD runs away from the cornucopia. Koala grabs a backpack and retreats, because that would be as cute as ever. Bonnie, Veronica, Pooh the Parrot, Adam the God share everything they gathered before running. Evan Hansen breaks Charlie's nose for a basket of bread. That is not something Evan would do. I think he just was desperate. I think he was going from his previous Alchemedia games to... because he was really strong in that Alchemedia games too. To really show himself off. Naruto grabs a sword, even though I believe he can fight with his fists and his other powers. Funky Kong runs away from the cornucopia. Christine takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Skull Kid runs away from the cornucopia. Mystique runs away from the cornucopia. Quicksilver runs away from the cornucopia. Very young character. Mr. Fantastic runs away from the cornucopia. Boy with Uke runs into the cornucopia and hides, as Boy with Uke would probably do. Luna Snow scares Husk away from the cornucopia because her music's too good and she's freezing entirety of the underworld. Oliver runs away from the cornucopia. Melody grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Scrappy-Doo runs away from the cornucopia. Lucifer and Doctor Strange fight for a bag. Lucifer gives up and retreats because it's Doctor Strange. Even though Lucifer has a lot of power. He does not have a lot of power in Season 2, but Doctor Strange has a lot of power. Tell me how that makes sense. Because now it's going to make sense in this Alchemedia games because of how that didn't make sense in Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. Howard the Duck grabs his shovel. A Map Hat is unable to convince Colossus not to kill him. No! Map Hat is down. He was one I was rooting for. Dang it. Howard the Duck grabs his shovel. Guard runs away from the cornucopia. Cusco grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Classic Cusco thing to do. Loki runs away from the cornucopia. Knuckles grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Classic Knuckles thing to do. Groot rips a mace out of Slidslaw's hands. Deadpool clutches a first aid kit and runs away, even though he can't die, so it's like, why does he need that? Gemini runs away from the cornucopia. Lloyd runs away from the cornucopia. Matilda runs away from the cornucopia. Maui runs away from the cornucopia. Basic Fortnite skin runs away from the cornucopia. Preston takes the spear from inside the cornucopia. We believe in you, Preston. You're amazing. Rocket Raccoon runs away from the cornucopia. Suicide Squad runs away from the cornucopia. Wolverine runs away from the cornucopia. Queen runs away from the cornucopia. Benny runs away from the cornucopia. Ethan Slater runs away with a lighter and some rope. Yandu runs away from the cornucopia. Kitty Pryde grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Even though she probably couldn't even pick up that backpack anyway because of her power. Billy Kaplan runs away from the cornucopia. Cyclops runs away from the cornucopia. Captain America runs away from the cornucopia. Anxiety takes a handful of throwing knives because she's scared other people would kill her first. Cable retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. King George runs away from the cornucopia. AGR receives a trident from inside the cornucopia because of how weak they feel. Once you held them silver up. The Lonely Island runs away from the cornucopia. She-Hulk, Rogue, and Henry Stickmin work together to get as many supplies as possible. Miss Marvel runs away from the cornucopia. Bluey gathers as much food as she can. Probably some of that Bluey baked beans that are in sale. Baggy runs away from the cornucopia. Hulk snatches a pair of thighs. How? I mean, probably, like, they're small in his hands. Alex Brightman finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Johnny Depp runs away from the cornucopia. Alex finds a backpack full of camping equipment. We about to go camping, boys. I'm camping. Airbender runs away from the cornucopia. Adam Warlock, Roland, Dr. Manhattan, and Dream Girl share everything they gathered before running. Phantom clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Swindrider runs away with a lighter and some rope, even though he's underwater. Well, we're underwater. How can there be a... Chun-Li runs away from the cornucopia. Clyde runs away from the cornucopia. Josh Gad grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Post Malone runs away from the cornucopia. Mr. Incredible grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Justice League receives a trident from inside the cornucopia, and Aquaman is going to use it. A lot of tridents given out in this Alchemediagames. Star-Lord runs away from the cornucopia. Jelly Roll runs away from the cornucopia. Iron Man finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver, even though he has lasers. BB No Money runs away from the cornucopia. Morgan Freeman scares Ren from Footloose away from the cornucopia. Yuma grabs a shovel. Also, if you see that, that's because my phone's also charging, because if I don't, my phone's probably going to die. As many people in the Alchemediagames probably are going to do. Shang-Chi runs away from the cornucopia. Annie grabs a shovel. Freddie Mercury, Super Alex, Glinda, and Iron Fist share everything they gathered before running. Lucy from Fallout runs into the cornucopia and hides. Loverboy finds a backpack full of camping equipment, as I did. It is our duty to get a bunch of camping equipment to go camping. Ellen John runs away from the cornucopia. Will Smith stays at the cornucopia for resources. William Dafoe clutches a first aid kit and runs away so Spider-Man can get to it first. Black Panther runs away from the cornucopia. Genie runs away from the cornucopia. Doomguy scares Tiny Tina away from the cornucopia. That makes sense, actually. Garfield runs away from the cornucopia. The Ghoul snatches a pair of thighs. Mr. Peabody accidentally steps on a landmine. Mr. Peabody, I thought you were smarter than that. I'm a dog, too. Slacken runs away from the cornucopia. Poe scares Waldo away from the cornucopia. Now we don't know where Waldo is again because he got scared away by Poe. I mean, if you saw a literal talking panda that is literally called the dragon warrior, you would probably be scared too. Squirrel Girl rips a mace out of Zelda's hands. Madam Web grabs a shovel. Backstreet Boys finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Orpheus, Capybara, Black Bear, and Lilith from Borderlands share everything they got before running. Michigan J. Frog runs away from the cornucopia. Jack Black runs away from the cornucopia. Adult Simba runs away from the cornucopia. Professor X takes a handful of throwing knives in his chair so he could keep them safe and probably lift them with his mind because that's what he can do. Vox runs away from the cornucopia. Goku runs away from the cornucopia. Domino runs away from the cornucopia using her luck. Demi Lovato snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Norm runs away from the cornucopia. And Happy Feet runs away from the cornucopia. That is the first day over with. That is the first day of the first Alchemedia Games over with. I'll also say, by the time the second one ends, I'm probably going to get another one of these. Because there's another one in the fridge over there. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Okay. Now, we are only going to reveal the deaths of this Alchemedia Games. Of course, the top 8 of these people are going to go past. Not everyone's going to go past. But this is the redemption arc of these characters. So let's get to it. If you feel free, by the way, to pause if something interesting happens to you, go ahead. Again, I'm not reading any of these, even if they are involved in my characters, because the video will take too long. But I will say, some interesting stuff could happen that I might not say. Caesar falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Poor Caesar. Good music. Also, this is basically a lot of the Alchemedia Games. And what I cut out from the Alchemediagames, Games. Just a bunch of silence. Because a lot of other stuff happens where I say, like, I don't say anything because I'm not going to say anything that's not the deaths. Because, again, the video will be too long. Capybara sets an explosive off, killing Joy. Well, that capybara was not happy. Literally, they killed their Joy. Lin-Manuel Miranda kills Pauline while she is rusting. Wow. Lin-Manuel Miranda, I wouldn't think you'd stoop that low to kill just a damsel in distress, literally. And of all else, like somebody who was part of my own team of people who I wanted to win. Lloyd kills Annie for her supplies. I mean, they're both kids. At least that's something. So it wasn't... I mean, it was still cold blood, but like... I could see Lloyd doing that. Suicide Squad kills William Dafoe with his own weapon. I don't know why a lot of these are being referred to as girls, because I swear I put them as guys, like William Dafoe. But good on you, Suicide Squad. You killed William Dafoe. You killed an old popular man. How do you feel? Human Torch and Jack Black fight Josh Gad and Koala. Josh Gad and Koala survive. How? I have no idea. Jack Black and Human Torch seem like a strong duo. So Josh Gad and Koala surviving that? I'm guessing out of pure luck. SpongeBob attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Poor SpongeBob. Even though he can't really die. I guess falling to his death would be a way for him to die, I guess. Alright. I guess this is the time. 13. Cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Hamilton. Anger. From the Power Team. Well, Hamilton from the True Animals Team. Anger from the Power Team. Winter Soldier from the Children and Superheroes Team. Matt Pat from the Enthusiasm Team. Mr. Peabody from the Legends Team. Caesar from the Strong Singers Team. Joy from the Power Team. Pauline from the OG Fighters Team. Annie from the Strong Singers Team. William Dafoe from the Might Kill Each Other Team. Human Torch from the Might Kill Each Other Team. Jack Black from the Strong Singers Team. And SpongeBob from the Enthusiasm Team. Let's see how many people are left from each team. No one is dead from the Outcasts. That's good. No outcasts left behind. We have Joy and Anger killed from the Power Team. We got our emotions dead from the Power Team besides anxiety. Got 2 dead from the Enthusiasm Team, SpongeBob and Matt Pat. Sad day for the people who love SpongeBob and Matt Pat. Children and Superheroes, we have Winter Soldier dead out of everybody. Kills in a second. Nobody's dead. Because they could kill in a second. Might Kill Each Other Team, we have Human Torch and William Dafoe dead. Not surprised. True Animals, we have Hamilton dead. Of course, because, I mean, he already is. Legends, Mr. Peabody is dead. That legend is a legend himself for being dead. Red from the Best, nobody is dead. Strong Singers, we have 3 people. The most died is from the Strong Singers group. With Jack Black, Annie, and Caesar. Oh yeah, and Benny with costumes, nobody's dead. That's good. And from OG Fighters, we have Pauline, which was the one person from OG Fighters who I chose would win, but didn't. Shall we proceed? Think we shall. Gonna get some more tea. Cool. The best part of this, by the way, it's winter, so that's like ice cold. And it actually just started snowing today, which is crazy. Juice WRLD stabs Howard the Duck with a tree branch. I mean, it's Howard the Duck. It's not that hard, but good job, Juice WRLD. Jesus, how dare you? That's Stitch. Everybody loves Stitch. Why did... Bro, stab Stitch. Why you gotta do that? You just want it... I want it as well, Hannah. Zelda probably saw Lilo and Stitch and was like, no, this can't be Lilo and Stitch, and kill Stitch. Justice League attacks Squirrel Girl, but fear protects her, killing Justice League. So Squirrel Girl was just scared. It was like the Justice League sneaked up on Squirrel Girl, but she was scared enough to kill all the Justice League because she was scared. Fear literally protected her. The Lonely Island decapitates Tails with a sword. Gemini, what the frick, Lonely Island? I know you guys are strong people with your lyrics and funny lyrics in general, but you didn't have to go that hard with Tails. You decapitated him? He has 2 tails, and the first thing you did was like off with her head. Scarlet Witch sets an explosive off, killing Mr. Incredible and Lin-Manuel Miranda. That sounds familiar, because I believe Scarlet Witch did the same thing in the Alchemediagames, where she set an explosive off, killing out a bunch of people. But also, killing Mr. Incredible and Lin-Manuel Miranda, she tried to go for the big forces, so I see what she tried to do. Wolverine poisons Suicide Squad's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Bro, how did you make a drink that kills yourself? I mean, you try to die throughout your comics, and the first thing that happens is you poison yourself. I mean, I guess that makes a little bit of sense. I think you poured some of that stuff those villains gave you in order for you to actually die. But that leaves out Wolverine out of one of the people I picked to win. Dang it. Dr. Manhattan begs for Youngling to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Dr. Manhattan. You asked for a little boy to kill you? I guess to live on for his destiny, or whatever you would say. Dr. Manhattan would have a reason. Kraven the Hunter cannot handle the circumstances. And I'm not going to say the rest of that, because this may be a long video without cuts. I ain't going to say that. But you know what happens, and it's sad. It's a tragic day for Kraven the Hunter. Hulk, Koala, and Boy with Uke start fighting, but Koala runs away as Hulk kills Boy with Uke. Bro, why would you take advantage of Boy with Uke like that, bro? Hulk, take control of your own strength. He's just a boy with a pen and a ukulele, if that's not evident. Lloyd repeatedly stabs Elton John to death with scythe. Lloyd, this is your second kill. Are you going to be trying to be the one person? Lloyd, this is your second kill. Are you going to try to be that one person who is just going to kill everybody and go on a murder rampage? Basic Fortnite skin shoots an arrow into Miss Marvel's head. I mean, I was going to say that doesn't make sense, but the only thing Miss Marvel can really do is make force fields for herself. And she probably wasn't paying attention and shot her head. The basic Fortnite skin was one step ahead. making sure the video's still running. Guard dies of dysentery. That is so sad. He was guarding so much that he couldn't hold it in anymore. Christine, Evan Hansen, Happy Feet, and Spider-Man form a pact, killing themselves. I'm so sorry for everybody that was part of that. It's hard to see Christine, well, Evan, I kind of figured because he really wanted to do that in the movie. Happy Feet, I wouldn't expect a penguin to go through that. And Spider-Man, well, Spider-Man went through a lot too. Gemini strangles Goku after engaging in a fistfight. Goku, I thought you were stronger than that, but also, I'm proud of you, Gemini, for being able to stand up like that. Also, yeah, Spider-Man is dead. Now, all I have left on my side is Husk, Alchemedia. Oh, wait, Miss Marvel is dead because she got shot in the head. Loverboy, Black Bear, and Benny. Lucy from Fallout, Suicide Squad, and Young Link track down and kill Nick. I mean, at least he got killed by one of his, I think one of his favorite people from Smash. Actually, I think that would be Fox or Wolf. But I believe Young Link is one of his favorites too. Rest in peace, Nick. We'll see you in the next video. Shang-Chi decapitates Benny with a sword. Why? You have your rings. You do not need a sword. We get you're powerful, but you don't need a sword to kill Benny. Benny is a friendly, normal guy. He would not try to hurt anybody. I don't see why you were trying to kill Benny in the first place. AGR shoots an arrow at Roland, but misses and kills Vox instead. Good. Season 2 doesn't have to happen anymore. I mean, I love Season 2, but there are a lot of things wrong with Season 2 that made, like, Season 1 feel kind of sad if you really think about it. Airbender, Groot, Daredevil, and Domino track down and kill basic Fortnite skin. Da-na-na-na. 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 They all Fortnite danced on his grave. Billy Kaplan dies trying to escape the arena because he... Well, I'm pretty sure Scarlet Witch... No, Scarlet Witch didn't die. I thought she died. But... Poor Billy. Trying to figure out a way to escape his mom. Poe kills Loverboy as he tries to run. Dang it! At least he got killed by a dragon warrior. So, still very powerful guy to kill off a really famous rapper. Orpheus kills Glinda with a hatchet. That seems like a very canon thing to do in a musical setting, because they're both from musicals. And Orpheus is part of, like, mythology, and Glinda's part of Wizard of Oz. It's kind of like a mythology versus fantasy type thing, and mythology wins. And also, Glinda wouldn't really pick up a fight because everything she does is fake, kind of. And that's the whole point for Wicked for Good. 25 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Howard the Duck. Stutz. Justice League. Tails. Mr. Incredible. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Wolverine. Dr. Manhattan. Kraven the Hunter. Boy with Uke. Elton John. Miss Marvel. Guard. Christine. Evan Hansen. Happy Feet. Spider-Man. Goku. Nick. Benny. Vox. Basic Fortnite skin. Billy Kaplan. Loverboy. And Glinda. Let's see everybody's team to see who is living in their own team. Well, there's only 2 people dead in the Outcast, Vox and Nick. Rest in peace. Power team, again, Nick will probably see in the next video. You'll see because I believe the next video is going to be up pretty soon, actually. Justice League. In Power Team, we have Justice League gone. Kraven the Hunter gone. Joy and Anger are gone. From Team Enthusiasm, we have SpongeBob, Matt Pat, and Mr. Incredible gone. Children of Superheroes, we have Spider-Man, Billy Kaplan, Dr. Manhattan, and Winter Soldier gone. And Kills in a second, we just have Wolverine gone, which is my number 1 pick for that team, so I feel like I'm getting kind of unlucky here. Might kill each other team, we have Miss Marvel, Howard the Duck, Human Torch, and William Dafoe, and my main choice is gone. True Animals, Hamilton, Goku, and Guard are gone, and Goku was my pick, so dang it. Then in Legends, Loverboy, Happy Feet, Mr. Peabody, and Stutz are gone, and Loverboy was my pick. I'm getting really unlucky with my picks. Red from the Best, nobody's gone. Nobody's gone. Black Bear's still alive. Strong Singers. We have Jack Black, Glinda, Annie, Boy with Uke, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Shisha gone. And Boy with Uke was my pick. For Benny with costumes, we kind of just had the costumes. We have Christine, Evan Hansen, Benny, and Elton John gone. With the OG fighters, we have Pauline, Tails, and Basic Fortnite Sim gone. And Pauline was my pick. I am getting so unlucky with my picks. All I have left are Husk, Alchemedia, and Black Bear. Those are my 3 picks that I hope are going to get in the top 8 at least. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Get some tea. Very good. All right. Loki strangles Dreamgirls with a rope. Probably tried to trick him into it. Poe died from hunger because he didn't get any of his father's noodles. Usnavi stabs Spyro with a tree branch. He is a very strong-willed individual. I could kind of see that, even though Spyro's a dragon and, well, you know. Doom Guy kills Lloyd with a hatchet. Honestly, probably the best choice because Lloyd was killing a lot of people in this. Actually, I think he only has 2 kills, but still, it's still very memorable. If you're memorable for doing it or being involved, yeah, you probably have a lot of kills. Young Link is actually getting very popular. I've seen Young Link kill a bunch of people. But to kill Schmeagle, that's a new low. Black Panther pushes Yondu off a cliff during a knife fight. Star-Lord is not going to be happy with you. Waluigi forces Queen to kill Domino or Kevin. Queen decides to kill Kevin, my nickname in high school, which is already dead, so I don't mind. Maui unknowingly eats toxic berries. That is something Maui would probably do. Gemini pushes Naruto off a cliff during a knife fight. Let's go, Team Gemini! My star sign is really pushing off, literally. Naruto off a cliff. Garfield dies from an infection. Of course, it'd be too easy to treat it. Norm attempts to climb a tree but falls on Suicide Squad, killing them both. Norm is a big robot. And for Suicide Squad to be the bottom of it, that's kind of funny. The Heather strangles the ghoul with a rope, even though the ghoul is like one of the most like known for survival instincts people possible. So are the Heathers. Just making sure we're still rolling. Alchemedia. Black Panther and Shang-Chi start fighting, but Black Panther runs away as Alchemedia kills Shang-Chi. Can I just say something, by the way? We are an hour into this video already. And we're still on the first Alchemedia games. Which is insane. Maybe it's because I'm, like, going... No, like, this is insane. We already are going through, like, the first Alchemedia games, and it's already been an hour. That's crazy. Anyway. But let's go, Alchemedians. We have killed Shang-Chi. We can get through this. We can get through this Alchemedia games. And the rest of the Alchemedia games. I believe in us. Alexis kills Backstreet Boys as they try to run. Backstreet Boys aren't back, I guess, alright. It's time for them to say bye, bye, bye. Iron Fist strangles Ren from Footloose with a rope, which makes sense. Ren's just a very good dancer, and Iron Fist is a strong superhero that nobody really knows about, but he's still Iron Fist. Bumblebee sets an explosive off, killing Clyde, Pooh the Bear, and Queen. I mean, that's none of my people, but I mean, it's Bumblebee. He's a transformer, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Doom Guy sets an explosive off, which makes a lot of sense. Killing, Cat in the Hat, Roland, Jelly Roll, and Scrappy Doo. It makes a lot of sense. I feel like this is the most sense I've ever seen from an Alchemediagames. It just makes a lot of sense that Doom Guy would like set off an explosive. So would a Transformer. Like, this is insane. Morgan Freeman and Bonnie work together to drown cats. That is so anti-Morgan Freeman. Bonnie maybe, because like Bonnie and Clyde, that, I mean, based on what they're known for. But not for drowning cats, but like, why? 24 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Dream Girls, Poe, Spyro, Lloyd, Schmoogle, Yondu, Kevin, Maui, Naruto, Garfield, Norm, Suicide Squad, The Ghoul, Shang-Chi, Backstreet Boys, alright, Ren from Footloose, Clyde, Pooh the Bear, Queen, Cat in the Hat, Roland, Jelly Roll, Scrappy Doo, and Cats. Let's see who's alive in each one. Okay, and I'll see if my person's alive. Husk is still alive in Team 1. The one with the most kills was Suicide Squad, but they're gone. They had their Suicide Squad. And the Power Team. I have Alchemedians with 1 kill. 1 kill. Let's go Alchemedians. Oh yeah, and people who were killed in the Outcast team. Vox, Nick, Garfield, Maui, Norm, Suicide Squad. People killed in the Power Team. Roland, Justice League, Kraven the Hunter, Joy, Poe, and Anger. Then an Enthusiasm. My pick was Matt Pat, but he died. With SpongeBob, The Ghoul, Scrappy Doo, Backstreet Boys, and Mr. Incredible, with Colossus getting 1 kill. Children and Superheroes, with my pick being Winter Soldier. No, my pick was Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's gone. Spider-Man, Billy Kaplan, Dr. Manhattan, and Winter Soldier. And the one with the most kills is Scarlet Witch, which is not surprising to me. Kills in a second. There are 2 dead, and one of them is my pick, Wolverine. But Yondu's also gone. A lot of people with 1 kill in that. Might kill each other. We have Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, Howard the Duck, Human Torch, and William Dafoe. All dead. And my pick was... What was my pick for might kill each other? Did I even pick one for might kill each other? I'm trying to see. Miss Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel died from might kill each other. True Animals. We have Hamilton, Schmoogle, Guard, Goku, Lloyd, and Kevin. Goku was my pick, but Lloyd and Koala have 2 kills. Then we have Legends, which I said Loverboy, and he is dead. Loverboy, Happy Feet, Mr. Peabody, and Stitch, with Bumblebee having 4 kills in the Legends territory. Then we have Red from the Best, with Naruto, Pooh the Bear, Cat in the Hat, and Ren from Footloose dead, with Young Link with 3 kills. Significant kills. And my pick was... My pick is Black Bear, who is still alive. Let's go, Black Bear. I'm still hyped for you, even though I haven't heard from you at all. Strong singers. We have Jelly Roll, Clyde, Jack Black, Glinda, Annie, Boy with Uke, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Shisha. All dead. This might be the most killed group. Boy with Uke, my pick, gone. Benny with costumes. We have Christine, Evan Hansen, Benny, my pick, Elton John, Cats, Dreamgirls, and Queen, gone. Josh Gad with 2 kills. With OG fighters, we have Tails, basic Fortnite skin, Pauline and Spyro, gone. And Pauline was my pick. There you go. There you go. Alright. I think it's time to proceed. Veronica dies from hunger. That is sad. Alexis convinces Sweeney Todd to not kill her, only to kill her instead. I think Sweeney Todd was confused as a girl, so I think Sweeney Todd's gone. Blade dies from hypothermia. That is sad. He was a vampire hunter, and he died from hypothermia. Madam Web repeatedly stabs Hulk to death with size. A completely bad movie. Completely stabs Hulk to death with size. I forgot Madam Web existed. In general and in the game. And then it goes to stabs Hulk. The Heather silently snaps King George's neck. They were not happy with what the other King George had planned for the 6 girls and 6. She-Hulk throws a knife into Post Malone's head. No! At least his melon's posted. Luna Snow falls into a pit and dies. Wow, that's tragic, and out of nowhere. Waluigi silently snaps Ethan Slater's neck to stop Wicked for Good from happening. Even though it wasn't that bad of a movie, it was just... it was okay, I guess. Anxiety decapitates Deadpool with a sword, which if anybody were to kill Deadpool, it would be his own anxiety. Queso survivingly slices Bluey with a sword. That was out of nowhere because Queso barely showed up into the Alchemediagames until like right now to kill Bluey with a sword, and he was like, I'm so done with the show. I can't. I really can't. Okay, chat. What do you think? Should we slice his neck up? I think we should slice his neck up. Odie sets an explosive off, killing Waldo and Daredevil. Odie is unstoppable. I think I remember Odie being unstoppable in his Alchemediagames too, which is insane. So that means Odie is still gonna be here, like in the Alchemediagames, like terrorizing everybody. Gemini, AJR, and Vaggie successfully ambush and kill Iron Fist, Super Alex, and Scarlet Witch. 3 very powerful superheroes got killed by Vaggie, Gemini, and AJR. This is another kill from Gemini, by the way. Again, the Gemini in me is going strong, so strong it kills a superhero version of myself, the strongest person in the Marvel Universe, and Iron Fist. Rocket Raccoon attacks Quicksilver, but Usnavi protects him, killing Rocket Raccoon. I mean, it's a Rocket Raccoon. He's just a raccoon. I think I said that last time about Rocket Raccoon. It's like, he's just a raccoon. I mean, he is a tough raccoon to fight, but it's Rocket Raccoon. Airbender cannot handle the circumstances because of all the fighting. He is a vegan. He cannot see all the fighting that goes on. Doom Guy kills Alexis with her own weapon. Feminism. I'm joking. Because it is me as a girl. Charlie poisons Melody's drink. She drinks it and dies. Kind of like how Melody is in my head right now because of reasons. I think I'll explain it more in detail in the 4th one. If we get to the 4th one. Well, you know what? We'll get to the 4th one. Even if we have to split this video up into like 4 different sections, I'm still going to post all of them onto YouTube unedited. Adam Warlock silently snaps She-Hulk's neck, which honestly wouldn't be a challenge for Adam Warlock. I feel like he would do that easily. Matilda, Preston, and Lucy from Fallout successfully ambush and kill Rogue, the Heathers, and Skull Kid, which is surprising because, Rogue's power is if anybody, actually touches her, she gets killed. So the fact they killed Rogue is surprising. The fact they killed Skull Kid is cool. But also the Heathers, who have been killing this entire game, is insane. "23 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can we get a prayer for Veronica, Sweeney Todd, Blade, Hulk, King George, Post Malone, Luna Snow, Ethan Slater, Deadpool, Bluey, Waldo, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Super Alex, Scarlet Witch, Rocket Raccoon, Airbender, Alexis, Melody, She-Hulk, Rogue, the Heathers, and Skull Kid. I believe Veronica and the Heathers died at the same time, which I believe happened last time too in the Alchemediagames. Now they are truly gone. Now it's time to see who is just alive. Because I think we already established who's dead. I know there's going to be more people that are dead, but we're just going to see who's alive now. Who's alive in the Outcast? Zelda. Madam Web, which is surprising. Lucy from Fallout, who has 4 kills. Beetlejuice, who I've heard none from. Queso. Lucifer, again, which I heard nothing from. And Husk, which I heard nothing from and is part of the Outcast that I voted for. For the Power Team, we have Anxiety with 1 kill. Odie with 2 kills. Me, still alive. I haven't done a thing. I think I grabbed camp equipment. Charlie with 1 kill. Vaggie with 3 kills. Let's go Vaggie. Usher with 1 kill. And Alchemedians with 1 kill. Enthusiasm. We have Adam the God, Alex Brightman, Tiny Tina, Lilith from Borderlands, Fear, Colossus with 1 kill, Captain America, and Kitty Pryde. I believe Fear was in one specific thing because they almost got killed out of fear, literally. With Children as Superheroes, we have Invisible Woman, Groot with 1 kill, Doctor Strange, Professor X, and Mr. Fantastic. With kills in a second, we have Quicksilver with 1 kill, Adam Warlock with 1 kill, Iron Man, Mystique, Loki with 1 kill, Black Panther with 1 kill, Cyclops, and Cable. Then we have then might kill each other is Domino, Star-Lord, which is not happy Yondu is gone. So much so, he hasn't actually done anything. Squirrel Girl with 1 kill. Scar with 1 kill. Freddie Mercury. Sid the Sloth. And Adult Simba. With True Animals, we have Slacking. Capybara with 1 kill. Gemini with 5 kills. 5 kills! Gemini is going ham. And I'm here to support it because I'm a Gemini. I'm getting excited. Also, Will Smith is alive, which is not surprising because Gemini is alive, and Will Smith is the Gemini man. Koala with 2 kills, and Absorber is alive. Then we have legends like Yuma, Demi Lovato, Johnny Depp, Michigan J. Frog, Buddy the Elf, Morgan Freeman with 1 kill, Bumblebee with 4 kills, and Waluigi with 1 kill. Then Red from the Best, we have Cusco, Mr. Rogers, Young Link with 3 kills, Matilda with 3 kills, which is not surprising because, like, Matilda was a big part of Friday the 13th, like one of them, the bad ones. Shakespeare, Juliet, Black Bear, Orpheus with 1 kill, BB No Money, and Oliver. Then we have the Strong Singers team, with Usnavi with 1 kill, Zac Efron, Bonnie with 1 kill, AJR with 4 kills. Then we have Benny with Costumes, which it's just going to be costumes, with Juice WRLD with 1 kill, Phantom, Josh Gad with 2 kills, and The Lonely Island. Then we have the OG fighters, who there's a lot still alive. Preston, Preston with 3 kills, Thomas Jefferson, Aaron Burr, Genie, Doom Guy with 6 kills. I think that's the most kills. Henry Stickmin, Knuckles, Funky Kong, and Chun-Li. Let's see who has the most kills right now. I think 2, 2, 5. Two, 2, 2, 4. Yeah, the person with the most kills right now is Doom Guy, which is not surprising because Doom Guy kills a lot. Let me get a sip of my tea. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Demi Lovato spears Usnavi in the abdomen. I mean, they're both normal people. And Demi Lovato, like, is very strong about, like, her emotions about everything based on her rock album. I love her rock album. Her latest album, but, like, her rock album, amazing. So, I mean, Usnavi is very powerful with his rapping skills and hip-hop skills. And his dancing skills. And his skills in general. But Demi Lovato, really strong about that. Domino is unable to convince Cyclops to not kill her. Well, Domino's gone because Cyclops decided to open his eyes for the first time. Morgan Freeman accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Poor Morgan Freeman. He didn't even, like, try to hurt anybody. He just didn't want anybody else to get hurt with a landmine. Lucy from Fallout kills Black Panther with a hatchet. That is something Lucy from Fallout would probably do if she could find a hatchet. Queso is unable to convince Juice WRLD to not kill him. Juice WRLD is getting his revenge, and he's going straight for the popular people from 2024. Preston overpowers Mr. Fantastic, killing him. Let's go, Preston! We believe in you. You killed one of the strongest people in the Marvel Universe. Intellectually and physically. Iron Man forces Odie to kill Kitty Pryde or Beetlejuice. She decides to kill Kitty Pryde because Beetlejuice would be hard to kill. Because, like, come on. Would you? I mean, look at the guy. He's literally from the dead. And Kitty Pryde, I mean, she could suffocate through the ground and fall through the earth if she can. Seven cannon shots can be heard in the distance. This is the least amount of cannon shots we've seen today. Can I get a prayer for Usnavi, Domino, Morgan Freeman, Black Panther, Queso, Mr. Fantastic, and Kitty Pryde? There are 6 people alive in Outcast. 7 people alive from the Power Team. 7 people alive from Enthusiasm. 4 people alive from Children and Superheroes. And 4 of them are superheroes, and 1 of them could be a child. It really depends with Groot. 7 people alive from Kills in a Second. 5 people alive from Might Kill Each Other. 6 people alive from True Animals. 7 people alive from Legends. 10 people alive from Red from the Best. 3 people alive from Strong Singers. 4 people alive from Benny with Costumes. And then 9 people alive from OG Fighters. So the people with, like, the most in their team is Red from the Best. The people from the least of the team is Strong Singers. And I still have Husk and Alchemedia still alive. I still have Black Bear still alive. I believe. Yeah, I still have Black Bear still alive. Shall we proceed? Let's drink some tea and continue. I'm gonna try to speed stuff up so that this video doesn't last for. I mean, again, I've been planning to stay up all night just to do all these videos with you guys, so it really doesn't matter my sake. Juice WRLD decapitates Bumblebee with a sword while he was already up so far. Juice WRLD is like going for the kills. And you can tell because he's killing one by one by one by one. And he's automatically going for the... This is a strong Alchemediagames. Because it's going from, like, people that, like, are killing a lot and getting noticed from their kills to getting killed by people who are now starting to kill a lot. Which is weird because this is one of the last Alchemediagames. Well, not the last Alchemediagames. This is one of the last, like, for the survivors. So, you know they're going strong because this is when they will truly die. Lilith from Borderlands kills Squirrel Girl with a sickle. She would. Usher attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death, singing. Singing while he was falling. Probably singing about how he was falling. Cusco pushes Colossus off a cliff during a knife fight, probably just to prove who's stronger. Phantom dies from an infection, probably because he was a phantom of his infection. No! Alchemedia dies from an infection. That was one of the last people that was alive for me. And Alchemedia just had to die. No, from an infection. Was it the same one that the Phantom had? Dang it, the Phantom was passing off infection to us Alchemedians. Alchemedia is no longer from this video. I'm sorry, Alchemedians. Koala repeatedly stabs Yuma to death with scythe. I mean, it's a koala, so that's kind of funny. Even though, I don't know Yuma. This could be a sad, tragic death. I don't know. Shall we proceed? Let's go. Sid the Sloth, out of nowhere, after not getting revealed from anywhere, sets an explosive off, killing Buddy the Elf and Black Bear, who was one of my final people alive. So, actually, no. We have Husk. We have Husk still in here. I gotta pray that Husk will win. Even though he's in the underworld, so praying probably wouldn't help. Young Link taints Josh Gad's food, killing him. I don't think that would be hard. Also, Young Link, I still see you. You're up there with, what's the name? I still see the shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that... Juice WRLD. You're up there with Juice WRLD with, like, starting out more, getting more kills than ever. I see you. Don't think you're hiding. Mr. Rogers stabs Beetlejuice while his back is turned because Mr. Rogers, again, came out of nowhere to do this. I swear, like, this Alchemedia Games is larger than I could ever imagine. Because there are people who haven't done a thing, just start killing out of nowhere. And then people who are, like, killing over and over again, who's getting killed by people who are starting to kill more and more and more. Doctor Strange throws a knife into AGR's chest, which, I mean, they're singers, so I guess that makes sense. But I love AGR, so I'm still sad about this. Orpheus and Captain America work together to drown Chun-Li, which makes sense because Chun-Li is a valuable person who can fight very well. So she is a threat against everybody here. Michigan J. Frog stabs Fear in the back with a trident because he doesn't want to live in fear out of the Alchemedia games. "14! Can't shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Bumblebee, Squirrel Girl, Usher, Colossus, Phantom, Alchemedians, Yuma, Buddy the Elf, Black Bear, Josh Gad, Beetlejuice, AJR, Chun-Li, and Fear." And looking how long this video is already going to turn out, I'm going to just say this right now. These parts are going to probably go into like 4 different videos. But again, they're going to be unedited like a live video. But this is... Bro, the fact that this is already taking a long time. Like, we're already an hour and 40 minutes into this video. Which is insane. Because, like... based on even like the intros and how long a normal video of Alchemedia goes, but even with silence, they don't usually last an hour. So the fact this has already taken an hour and 40 minutes is insane. Husk is still alive. Husk is the only one alive. I mean, we didn't have this before. We have 5 people alive in Outcast. 5 people alive in the Power Team. 5 people alive from Enthusiasm. 4 people alive from Children of Superheroes. 7 people alive from Kills in a Second. 5 people alive from Might Kill Each Other. 6 people alive from True Animals. 4 people alive from Legends. 9 people alive from Red from the Best. 2 people alive from Strong Singers. 2 people alive from Benny with Costumes. And then 7 people alive from OG Fighters. We have Husk. We have Husk. There are still a lot of people go. We are still not even on the final 8. And again, we are at an hour and 40 minutes into this video. That's insane. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Captain America strangles Henry Stickmin after engaging in a fistfight. Sounds like a Henry Stickmin ending. Mystique sets an explosive off, killing Oliver, Johnny Depp, and Loki. Honestly, Mystique is kind of like Loki in the sense of, like, they kind of like tricking people into thinking what they're not. So Mystique killing Loki kind of makes sense to me. Alex severely injures Gemini, but puts them out of their misery. I have walked in. I saw how many people Gemini was killing and was like, that's not right. That's not right. I may be a Gemini, but I have the power to go against it. So I shall injure you to death, Gemini, and I will remain victorious. Invisible Woman forces adult Simba to kill young Link or Bonnie. He decides to kill young Link. That makes sense, because young Link has been killing so many people. I mean, he only has 3 kills, but, like, he still killed a lot of people, and he is very known for killing a lot of people in this Alchemediagames. Young Link, you are not being ignored for the kills you have done. The Lonely Island. Genie and Aaron Burr get into a fight. Aaron Burr triumphantly kills them both, and regretted that both. I forgot Aaron Burr was still alive, I'll be honest. Apparently so did he during Hamilton. And honestly, Hamilton was the first one dead, so if he wins, that would be funny. Iron Man and Mr. Rogers track down and kill Star-Lord. Somebody who hasn't really been doing much this entire Alchemediagames, even though Yondu was gone, so he's probably crying about that. Quicksilver and Alex Brightman fight Michigan J. Frog and Demi Lovato. Michigan J. Frog and Demi Lovato survive. Even though Quicksilver could probably kill them instantly. But you know what? Demi Lovato has her rock album. Lucy from Fallout stabs Madam Web with a tree branch. Good. That movie sucked. I think I said the last time. But you want... Fallout beat Madam Web by a long shot because Fallout's so good. Bonnie bleeds out to untreated injuries because Clyde was not there to help her. Matilda sets an explosive off, killing Juliet. I think she was trying to make an explosive fly, but realized she floated one wire against another, and then exploded Juliet. Poor Romeo. Where art thou, Romeo? It doesn't matter. Juliet's already gone. Aaron Burr dies trying to escape the arena. Which is ironic, because I was just talking about how the fact, like, if he would have won, it'd be kind of funny. 15 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Henry Stickmin, Oliver, Johnny Depp, Loki, Gemini, Young Link, The Lonely Island, Genie, Star-Lord, Quicksilver, Alex Brightman, Madam Web, Bonnie, Juliet, and Aaron Burr. We don't have many. We don't have many left. We don't have many left from what I know of. We have 4 people from Outcasts. 5 people from Power Team. 4 people from The Enthusiasm. 4 people from Children of Superheroes. 5 people from Kills in a Second. 4 people from Might Kill Each Other. 5 people from True Animals. 3 people from True Legends. 6 people from Red from the Best. 1 person from Strong Singers. Zac Efron is holding on strong, and he's not doing a thing. 1 person from Benny with Costumes, and Juice WRLD's the 1 person who we already saw could kill a lot. And then 5 people from OG Fighters. Still, the reading group is so strong. The reading group is going on so strong from this. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. This might be the last one. We'll see. We'll see. This might reveal the final 8 to us. This is night 7. Lilith cannot handle the circumstances and sees all the deaths that are happening and realizes she wants to herself. Koala strangles Cable after engaging in a fistfight. That would be funny to see. Because Cable is a time-traveling person who is very muscular, so a koala strangling Cable is kind of funny. Captain America kills his own anxiety with his own weapon. Her own weapon. Good job. Good job for killing your anxiety, man. It takes a lot of guts to do that. And you're Captain America, so yeah, you do have a lot of guts. Orpheus severely injures Shakespeare, but beats him out of his misery. Orpheus is going strong to find his love in Hades Town. Way down Hades Town, where Shakespeare shall go. Art thou Hades Town? Scar falls into a pit and dies. That's kind of ironic because that's what he did to Mufasa. But you know what? All's fair in love and war, and he got all of war. Absorber, Juice WRLD, Professor X, Waluigi, and Thomas Jefferson track down and kill Groot. I would do a Waluigi impression, but this is going on. This Alchemediagames is going on for so long. Maybe it's because I didn't put in like the kills thing, and maybe because it's just a lot of people in this Alchemediagames. But dude, for how long this is lasting, like I'm enthralled with who's gonna win. Groot's gone, by the way. Groot's gone, yeah. Matilda shoots an arrow at BB No Money, which is funny because she can like make it float to BB No Money and kill him. But no, kind of like Yondu. But misses and kills Freddie Mercury instead. He didn't realize this wasn't the real life. It was just fantasy. Zac Efron poisons Koala's drink. She drinks it and dies. Poor Koala. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. That's kind of sad for the Koala. Rest in peace, Koala. I'm probably not going to look at the... Yeah, 8 cannon shots can be... 8? I only thought I saw 3. Can we get a prayer? For Lilith from Borderlands. Cable. Anxiety. Shakespeare. Scar. Groot. Freddie Mercury. And Koala. Which leaves 4 people from the Outcast. 4 people from the Power Team. 3 people from Enthusiasm. 3 people from Children of Superheroes. 4 people from Kills in a Second. 2 people from Might Kill Each Other. 4 people from True Animals. 3 people from Legends. 5 people from Read from the Best. 1 person from Strong Singers. 1 person from Betting with Costumes. And 5 people from OG Fighters. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. We are almost hitting 2 hours with this one Alchemediagames. This might be an all-night thing. Odie and Adult Simba track down and kill Funky Kong. He was too funky for his own good. Cyclops catches Lucy from Fallout off guard and kills her. Bro. Well, I guess if Cyclops catches you, he would just release his glasses. Captain America dies from hunger. I think that would be the one thing that would kill him, because he's so strong that he dies from hunger. Thomas Jefferson poisons Demi Lovato's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Thomas Jefferson would do that. And then he'd be like, what did I miss? Orpheus kills Tiny Tina with their own weapon. Orpheus, you are now beginning to be like Hades. I think that's what Hades' plan was. Or he wants Orpheus to kill so many people that he will release a remedy, I think her name is. Knuckles, Doom Guy, and Cusco get into a fight. Cusco triumphantly kills them both. That's insane, Cusco. Cusco, that is absolutely insane. The fact you're able to do that. So, and Doom Guy, I believe, has the most kills. So the fact you're able to kill Doom Guy, who has the most kills, is insane. Charlie stabs me with a tree branch. Why would you do this, Charlie? I loved you. You were my favorite of Hazbin Hotel. And then you go and stab me. Was it because I'm weak? Adult Simba pushes Waluigi off a cliff during a knife fight. Again, to really recollect what happened to his father and what happened to Scar. It left a big scar on him. Adam Warlock severely injures Husk but puts him out of his miseries. That kills off my people. And I'm already dead, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Now it's all up to fate to see who would win. Mystique dies from hunger. Orpheus forces Absorber to... Orpheus is killing so many people. I think the devil is putting him up to it. Absorber to kill Zac Efron or Vaggie. He decides to kill Vaggie, who is already in hell. So he was like, you know what, let's kill somebody that's already in hell. And he kills an angel. Professor X bleeds out to untreated injuries. He used his telepathy too hard. I might just do 2 today. I might do 2 tomorrow. Nah. I will stay up all night doing these. This is fun. 13 can shots coming here in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For Funky Kong, Lucy from Fallout, Captain America, Thomas Jefferson, Tiny Tina, Knuckles, Doom Guy, me, Waluigi, Husk, Mystique, Vaggie, and Professor X. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 people left. You know, let's see who's alive real quick. Zelda, Lucifer, who I barely saw through this Alchemediagames, Odie, which is a surprise one because I don't think I have seen, remember Odie killing many people. I think I remember one time Odie was killed someone. Charlie, who killed me. Adam, the God, who didn't kill anyone, which is surprising. Children and Superheroes, which has Invisible Woman and Doctor Strange. Kills in a second, we have Adam Warlock, Iron Man, and Cyclops, who all have a kill of some kind. Might kill each other, we have Sid the Sloth and Adult Simba, who I thought would kill each other immediately. Then we have True Animals with Slacking, Capybara, Will Smith, and Absorber. And Capybara is the easiest to kill, and they're still alive. Legends, we have Daniel Lovato and Michigan J. Frog. Red from the Best, we have Cusco, Mr. Rogers, Matilda, Orpheus, and BB No Money. Orpheus has been trying to kill over and over again because I believe Hades is trying to, like, keep him killing people so that he could keep variety for himself. Then we have Strong Singers with Zac Efron, who has been alive for a while. Benny with Costumes, we have Juice World. And OG Fighters, we have Preston. I'm supporting you, man. You're my last hope. Actually, I don't have any last hope because all my fighters are dead. So I'm really hoping you to win, Preston. Slacking forces Lucifer to kill adult Simba or Zac Efron. He decides to kill adult Simba. I mean, kill a human or an adult lion. He decides to kill an adult lion. I think Lucifer did the right choice here. Adam Warlock dies trying to escape the arena. Bro, he's so strong, like, and he died from escaping the arena. Bro, you could have survived so long. Cyclops decapitates Preston with the sword. No, Preston! You were so close! You were so close from making it! It took you 2 hours to die. We are at the 2-hour mark, by the way, which is insane. BB No Money kills Mr. Rogers with a hatchet. I am surprised you lasted this long, Mr. Rogers. Iron Man attempts to climb a tree but falls on BB No Money, killing them both. It is ironic that Iron Man dies from falling because he can fly. And that's like one of the main things in Iron Man. Like he thinks he's gonna die because he fall from too much of a height. Lucifer falls into a frozen lake and drowns. He might as well because he's not that powerful. Honestly, he survived so much in this game that he didn't even kill anybody. Cusco decapitates Sid the Sloth with his sword, and Cyclops unknowingly eats toxic berries. Those two sentences didn't make sense to me because, like, he decapitates Sid the Sloth with his sword, but Cusco is about as weak as Sid the Sloth. So, I mean, that would be a good fight. Don't get me wrong. Cyclops unknowingly eats toxic berries. Bro, you could immediately, like, kill those toxic berries, but you gotta be stupid. Wolverine was right about you, even though he died first. 9 cannon shots from here in the distance. Can I get a prayer? For adult Simba, Adam Warlock, Preston, Mr. Rogers, Iron Man, BB No Money, Lucifer, Sid the Sloth, and Cyclops. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 people alive. Which times the amount of people we need to count by 2, we get 16, which is it's a 1 over double the amount we need. But we do have teams that are already out. Like, I'll tell you the teams that are already out. Like, kills in a second is dead. Might kill each other is dead, which makes sense. And the OG fighters are dead. So that leaves 17 people. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. This might This might last for more than this video, but we'll see. Orpheus strangles Absorber with a rope. The YouTuber that, honestly, I'm surprised lasted this long, was killed by Orpheus. Again, Orpheus is set out to kill many people by Hades. Michigan J. Frog throws a knife into Juice WRLD's chest, which killed a bunch of people. So the fact that Juice WRLD's end was from a frog is kind of funny. Adam the God dies trying to escape the arena, kind of like in Has Been Hotel. That one makes sense to me. Charlie repeatedly stabs Invisible Woman to death with scythe. Charlie is demonizing from her father because her father died. Cusco ambushes Zelda and kills her. I mean, Zelda's not that powerful, so good job, Cusco. You did it. Proceed. It's time for the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Will Smith throws a knife into Doctor Strange's head. I guess it would be like if we're talking about like the Men in Black, I guess that would make sense. It would be a good fight. But Will Smith in general, like throwing a knife into Doctor Strange's head, I think he would just pull it out and like time reverse, you know? Matilda, Zac Efron, and Demi Lovato track down and kill Cusco. Cusco has been living. Cusco has been living La Vida Loca throughout this entire Alchemediagames. Because he's been just killing, he's been trying to act like he's more powerful than anybody, and he has been proving it. I think he's just been using his guards for killing for most of it. Will Smith, Odie, Michigan J. Frog, Charlie, and Slacking track down and kill Zac Efron. Demi Lovato taints Matilda's food, killing her. And Orpheus dies from hunger. I believe that is from Hades, because, first of all, Lucifer is dead. And Orpheus was dying from hunger because, yeah, Lucifer died, and Hades wanted to kill him for the sake of killing Lucifer. I guess that makes no sense at all. But you know what? He had a killing spree going, and inside he was feeling the hunger to kill. And that's how things ended for Orpheus. But wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. That leaves for the final 8. Well, actually, the final 7. But because the 8th person got killed. We'll actually have to see who made it to the 8th spot to get to the final 8. Shall we proceed? We already know who's going to be in the top 7. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can we get a prayer for Absorber, Juice WRLD, Adam the God, Invisible Woman, Zelda, Doctor Strange, Cusco, Zac Efron, Matilda, and Orpheus. That leaves 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 people alive. And I'm already guessing who that 8th person is. You know who that 8th person is? I'm already writing it down because I feel like I know who it is. Orpheus, because he was the last one dead in that entire group. And Orpheus was already tracked down by Hades to kill all these people. So the fact Orpheus survived this long was to save Verenity, and they already made it back. into the Alchemedia games. It's time to proceed to see who wins. Charlie sets an explosive off, killing Demi Lovato. Slacking. Michigan J. Frog. Capybara. And Capybara. Odie spears Will Smith in the abdomen. So, now, who is gonna win? Odie, a dog. That is dumb. And all dogs go to heaven, they should say. And Charlie, the daughter of hell, the underworld. It is a place, as for now, we shall say. Who will win, Charlie or Odie? I believe these characters deserve to be having a second chance. So either way, they'll be having a second chance. It really does not matter who wins. It just matters the fact of who gets the second chance, and they both do. But who will win? Who is smarter? Let's see. Turns out they weren't smart. I laugh, but it's not funny. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, no. They both survive. That is like the whole point. Odie and Charlie threatened to do it, but they both won. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Can I get a prayer for Demi Lovato, Slacking, Michigan J. Frog, Capybara, and Will Smith? This is not going to be the last time we'll see those people, because they made it to the part 1 of the Survivors version of the Alchemediagames. But the winners are Odie and Charlie from the Power Team, from the same team. They won both on the same team. Both people pure of heart. Even though they might lack a brain. They're both on the same team, and they have made it. Through Orpheus, with Hades threatening to kill Veridity, probably, in order to save her, he's killing a bunch of people. Demi Lovato, very strong rock album, and very strong in this. Slacking, my favorite Pokemon, and probably a strong Pokemon, a very strong Pokemon when in this Alchemediagames. Michigan J. Frog, a character my grandpa put in here to dance through this Alchemediagames. Capybara, a very peaceful animal that I was compared to by my Uncle Nick. Will Smith, a Gemini man, as I am a Gemini man. Charlie, who is my favorite character from Hazbin Hotel. I said it was Husk, and I still believe it's Husk, but Charlie is definitely one of the pure ones. And so is Odie. As you can see, Charlie has 8 kills. Holy. This video has been going on for 2 hours. What time is it? It is 2:45. We could probably do another one. We could probably do another one. Okay. So, I might split this up into 4 parts. 2 of these I'll be recording on the same day. But also 2 of these I'm probably going to record on a different day. This one I'm recording on the same day I'm going to be doing part 2. So, yeah. The top 8 are Orpheus, Demi Lovato, Slacking, Michigan J. Frog, Capybara, Will Smith, Charlie, and Odie. It is time to get through. Because that was a good Alchemediagames. There was a lot happening, and maybe it's because there's a lot more characters and a lot to get through. But we didn't even have, like, events. Which is kind of ironic, because for the first few months of Alchemediagames, we didn't really do events at all, because they wouldn't show up. Maybe there'll be more in part 2. We'll see. As for now, this has been the first part of the Alchemediagames Survivor Edition. I will see you again. And if not, have a lovely day, Alchemedians. Take care.